Welcome everybody back to We're Talking episode 13. 13 weeks straight. Pretty good. Kind of a unlucky but lucky number in some ways.
We're filming on time.
We are filming on time.
Actually, early, technically.
Early. Yeah, we usually film late Thursday night. It's actually Thursday, 4 o'clock. So welcome back. It's draft day.
NFL
Big
draft
day.
day.
Wait, actually.
Oh, he's changing. He doesn't want to rep Humber anymore.
Not the bum out of school. Ah, there we go. That's proper attire, I feel like.
Oh yeah, for
For
sure.
the draft. Big day. Lots of
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of rumors going around. Ben and I have made a mock draft for the first round. We're not doing second, third. That's
Who cares?
past our pay grade.
The Browns are picking in the second round,
Yeah.
so who cares?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're gonna go through each of our pick for 1 through 32. I might have missed a certain tackle that we've just discovered.
Some more important people, maybe.
But I feel like I got the gist of it down. And yeah, we're gonna go
That's
through.
what we're running through.
Yep.
If you aren't a fan of, if this isn't your step of thing, this episode may not be for you.
Yeah.
But
This is our type of
this
thing.
is for us.
Yeah, yeah. So you know what? Let's just get right into it.
Do you want to go? You go first.
All right, number 1.
The 101.
I think it's pretty obvious. Bears take Caleb. You know, they got rid of Justin, and I think it's just the right pick.
Yep.
Personally, you know what? I'll get into my opinions on each player
Mhm.
when we talk about busts or stars.
Okay.
But I think, you know, good fit for the Bears. I think they still need more to be a true contender. I've seen a lot of stuff talking about how they might win the NFC North or be in competition for it, more like. It's not going to happen. NFC North's tough. You got the Lions, you got the Packers, of course.
I don't think in his first year I think he'll be solid, but they're not gonna even close the
That's
first
the thing.
year.
Like, I think a lot of people are hyping up this Bears team. They still have no offensive line. Their running back core is still Khalil Herbert.
I think they got DeAndre Swift.
Oh, he's okay. DeAndre Swift. Their wide receiver room is looking a little better with Keenan Allen, but
Yeah,
I got Bears taking Caleb 1.
I do too.
Yeah,
It's a pretty
obvious. He's the number 1.
Yeah.
There's not even, you know, we always hear like who's gonna be number 1, who's gonna be number 2.
yeah.
Kind of like CJ and Bryce last year.
Mhm.
This one's clear cut. Caleb's
It's
been
pretty
the
much
guy
lock.
from
Yeah.
ever since. Everyone knew once he was going to declare he was the lock.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Now is where it gets maybe a bit more.
Number 2, I'm taking the Commanders to take Drake May.
Okay.
Now, I've been hyping up Jaden Daniels,
Mhm.
but there's been recent controversy with him maybe, like, he's denied all the allegations about him not wanting to go to Washington,
Mhm.
but I think it still might be in Washington's mind,
Yeah.
because he did say something, I forget exactly what he said
Well, it was
about,
something with his agent too, wasn't it?
yeah, like not
Yeah.
actually wanting to go there.
Right.
So Washington might be hesitant, and Drake May is still a quarterback that's decent.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know much about Drake May. I don't follow college football,
UNC.
but like, come on, this guy wasn't really competing against top schools as much,
Right.
and I feel like that's gonna maybe show in the NFL a bit. Still a solid quarterback. Commanders need somebody
Mhm.
to throw in there this year, and
I think
he'll fit the scheme, I think, pretty well.
Yeah.
He's pretty much a pocket kind of guy.
Yeah. I also have Drake May second.
Really?
Yeah. It's a toss-up between like who they're gonna pick, but
Yeah.
I think they're gonna stick with Drake May.
Yep.
I think that he will be, he'll be basically in between, somewhere in the range of like what Zach Wilson is,
Yeah.
or what Zach Wilson was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like he's in the range of what people thought Zach Wilson was, or what he is.
Yeah.
I think he'll fall somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna be great, but he could be good.
he'll be the starter.
Yeah.
Over Sam Howell.
Yeah. Number 3, I got Pats taking Jaden Daniels. I'll get into more about Jaden Daniels and why I love his game so much,
Mhm.
but I think this is a perfect fit for the Patriots offense. They're a fast-moving offense.
Yep.
They're trying to kind of reset the guard
Mhm.
with Mayo,
Jared
Mayo, the new coach.
Yeah.
And I feel like they want to bring something new. They haven't had a scrambler quarterback
Since Cam Newton.
Exactly. And we all know how that went. I just think he brings a whole new energy to the team.
Yeah.
They're still kind of on receivers and their whole offense.
Yeah.
But you get that guy in there.
You
Maybe
get a
he
good
does
cue.
does something decent. He's a playmaker.
Yep.
Right? He's going to make plays happen. He might win you a couple games in the first season. Your defense is still great.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to... It's going to take a while for the Patriots to rebuild again because they were so dominant. So dominant for so long. But I like this pick for the Pats.
Yeah, I also have them taking Jaden Daniels at 3. I mean,
Yeah.
I think our top 4 are probably going to be the same.
Yeah.
But I think the Pats, out of these top 3 teams, I think they might trade down because Jared Mayo was saying how, like, he was saying there's, like, 6 people we could take.
Yeah.
So they really could trade down to, like, for example, New York's pick, like, pick 6.
Yeah.
And then they take whoever they want and
Yeah.
then take whatever left. But I think they're in my draft, in my mock, I don't have any trades projected because
It's hard to predict.
Yeah,
It's
so
a big
I just have it
chance.
as like who's in that pick. So I have Jaden Daniels, number 3.
Yep. Fair enough.
Foul.
4. I mean, probably the number 1, I would say, prospect in this draft.
Right.
Marvin Harrison.
Yes.
Goes to the Cardinals.
Right.
I think this is clear cut. He is the best athlete in this draft.
Best prospect, anyways.
Yeah, guy can catch anything.
Mhm.
He can catch a wrench, essentially. I think this is a great overall pick. Great out Ohio, produced outstanding numbers. I think he went on a span of like 10 games without dropping a targeted pass. Like that's ridiculous. He's gonna fit wherever they need him.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, they need that offensive weapon.
Yeah.
They need that big guy.
I don't even know do they have Marquise Brown still?
Yeah,
That's
I
it?
think that's their number 1. Like I couldn't tell you who their wide receiver room is.
Essentially, it's Marvin Harrison as their 1.
Yeah. And he might fit good with Kyler. He's tall. He can catch. Kyler's had a couple issues with accuracy, I feel like, in the past couple years.
Yeah.
So hopefully this rejuvenates that Cardinals team.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to work out in the long run? Probably not.
Yeah.
Because the Cardinals team is just not looking great since they went on like that weird run where they were the best team in the NFC.
Yeah. And also Kyler. I mean.
Yeah. They could take a quarterback with this pick. I was debating it.
Yeah.
But I think you gotta go.
I think you stick with the guy who you've picked.
Maybe they trade. Maybe they trade the pick.
Yeah, they could. They very well
for
could
someone
trade.
for like a quarterback that they could maybe a Penix or like a JJ.
Mhm.
So you never know.
Yeah. Now I think this is where we diverge.
Possibly. This is I think where it gets a little wonky.
Who do you got at 5?
So at 5, I have the Chargers trading down.
Okay.
With the Vikings. I don't have the exact picks and what the trade details
Like
would
roughly
be.
like pick 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vikings will take J.J. McCarthy, quarterback out of Michigan. I don't necessarily think he's going to be the guy, but they need somebody. And the Vikings want to be competitive. They want to prove to Justin, hey, we're going to try.
Yeah.
Do I think it's going to work out? I don't really know. J.J. was on a great team.
Yeah.
He didn't really have the opportunities. But...
And then in that opportunity, he would be able to, like with the Vikings, he would get what? Jettas?
Yeah.
So like...
Well, you get like Jettas, KJ, Jordan Addison. Like, that's the thing. That Vikings team has Hawkins, like, you have a good threats. So, and J.J. McCarthy's used to good threats. So, I think he maybe thrives in this offense.
Right.
But I can also see him plummeting.
Yeah.
And being, like, a waste of a trade.
Yeah.
And a pick. But, never know.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been kind of hyping him up recently.
Yeah.
So.
I personally, I've heard rumblings. I mean, this is the main source I've seen was CTESPN, Antonio Brown saying that the Vikes and the Chargers are going to trade. They're going to trade like pick 11 and Herbo for that pick, and then bring in JJ McCarthy, which would be fucking insane. Imagine Herbo to Jettas. Crazy.
That'd be ridiculous.
But I don't have any trades projected, which means I have, at my number 5, I picked Malik Neighbors.
Yep.
Out of LSU.
Yep. I think that's fair.
Yeah. I have him just because I think they're going to try and, if they were to keep that pick, they're going to try and give, Justin some sort of a weapon because Mike Williams gone, Eckler gone, Allen gone.
Yep.
His number one weapon right now is Quentin Johnston.
Mm-hmm.
Bum.
Yeah.
So get a weapon out there for Herbo. Get
sure.
something. So I was gonna say I don't think necessarily Neighbors is the second best receiver in the draft.
Yeah.
But I think for the situation, I have Neighbors as the receiver 2.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
That's just my opinion personally.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah. Neighbors 5.
We got Giants.
Giants.
I've also realized I don't have Malik Neighbors on my list.
Nice.
Nice. Completely gapped him. I might try and make some changes real quick. But 6, I got the Giants taking Rome.
Roma Dunze.
I like him. I think he.
You don't think they're gonna try and get a Q?
No, I think you gotta stick it with the guy that you just paid
Yep.
the bag to until his contract runs out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a good pick to draft a quarterback. You're just. I don't know.
Especially after
it's just dead money at that point, right? Like,
well, yeah, especially because then you have Danny Dimes, Tommy DeVito, who was solid last year, and then another quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So you have Rome, you said?
Yeah.
I also have Roma Dunze at pick 6 because of the exact same reasoning. Because why the fuck would you get another quarterback?
Yeah.
When you just last season signed your quarterback to like a $200 million deal or some crazy
That's
shit?
what I mean, bro. Like, why?
They're not gonna do that.
No.
Well, it's New York Giants. They might do that. You shouldn't do that. So yeah, I have Roma Dunze in pick number 6 as well.
I like that. Sorry, I'm just making some adjustments to my list mid podcast. 7.
Tennessee.
We might have the same one on this one. I think it's probably clear cut. Joe Alt. Yeah. I mean, just great Hall of Fame dad. He's gonna be amazing.
Best tackle in the
draft for sure. Not much to say.
Not much to say.
We're not really gonna talk about the offensive
Tennessee
linemen.
need a lineman.
Yep.
Boom, best lineman.
Exactly.
So who's pick 8?
Atlanta. I got them taking Dallas Turner.
Okay.
The outside linebacker, Alabama. Alabama produces amazing rush ends.
Yep.
And I think Dallas Turner might be another one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think he's gonna be like
a top
Jadeveon Clowney?
Yeah.
No.
I
think this is a very weak defensive class, edge and linebacker wise. I think it's a good class corners and safeties and like D tackles.
Mm-hmm.
There's some good D tackles in here, but edge wise, I don't see any of these guys jumping out and being like that's a top 5
There's like
pick.
solid ones, but like linebackers, there's nobody.
Exactly.
Nobody in my top 32.
It was funny because I was looking at linebackers in prospects and
And
I'm
you're
like,
no.
damn.
Not a single first round guy.
But yeah, I think it's a good pickup. He'll provide edge pressure that the Falcons haven't really had.
Yep.
Like they had Calais Campbell for a bit, but
They still have him.
yeah. Oh, sorry. They still have Calais Campbell, but getting older.
Get older.
You need someone
I think
new.
their last solid pass rusher was Vic Beasley in 2018.
Yeah. So get someone new. Bring some energy to that again. Bring some energy to that defense.
Yeah.
Your offense is good. Atlanta's offense is really good, but you got to find a way to stop on defense and just another threat to add. So I think it's a good pick.
I also have Dallas Turner.
Let's go.
Because, I think he's just the best defensive player available.
Yeah.
And I think that Atlanta, their offense is good enough to where they don't need any one thing.
Yeah.
I think their defense is lacking in more areas in their offense. So, best defensive player, boom, get him.
Yeah. I very much agree with that, Ben. Very much. What's up? Oh. There we go. You go ahead.
For my pick 8.
Yeah.
For my 8th overall pick, I have the Chicago Bears. Not selecting a receiver because they're set on that. I think they try and help Caleb Williams out at the O-line position, and I have Olu Fashanu out of Penn State, tackle.
I like that.
He is just a mountain of a man. He's ginormous.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if I have him. He's my second or third best tackle, in my opinion, in the draft. but he's just so big. He can play left tackle, right tackle.
What's his name? Sorry.
Olu Fashanu
Okay, yeah.
out of Penn State.
Yep.
I just think I think he's just the best for that situation. They
Yeah.
need some impact player.
Yeah.
And I think he's the best in
Yeah.
that position.
Yep. I also have the Bears taking an lineman.
Okay.
I got them taking. I want to hope I'm pronouncing this name right. Talise
Fuaga.
Fuaga. I honestly, again, I don't know much about the O line in this draft, but Oregon State, they've produced good O linemen before.
Yeah.
And he's again big guy,
Mm-hmm.
and the Bears need something. They need
We
someone.
both picked a tackle.
Yeah, they need someone to guard Caleb because yes, we've seen Caleb in college throw those insane passes and
Mhm.
stuff. Might not work as well in the NFL.
But he needs to be able to have some sort of
confidence.
Yeah, some sort of not. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, and we saw how the Bears did with Justin.
Yeah.
Moving on, number 10, Jets. I got the Jets taking Brock.
I do too.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers.
I think
mean,
you gotta keep him in the top 10. He is an elite tight end.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be another Kyle Pitts situation.
No.
I think Brock is.
Kyle Pitts gonna go crazy this year.
Yeah. But I think Brock, great tight end prospect.
Yeah.
Basically, could probably play wide receiver.
Well, I mean, he's just the same as Kyle Pitts coming out of Georgia.
Yeah. Fast.
Wow. Georgia makes good tight ends.
Who would have guessed?
Oh,
Yeah. Again, I love this pick for the Jets. They need another offensive weapon
Plus
for
their-
Aaron.
Yeah, their tight end right now is. Couldn't even tell you.
Is it like some fucking random?
Is it No, Marseille's listed on the Bears. I have no idea who it is right now.
Let's see.
Is it Robert Tonyan?
No, he was on the Bears.
Did
Pretty sure.
the Bears get both of the Packers tight ends
Yeah, I'm
last
pretty
year?
sure. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tyler Conklin. That's their,
Ooh,
I remember.
right.
Hey, go Madden player. Yay.
Gross
Gotta say.
Madden player.
Gotta say. Number
yeah.
11. This is the pick that I said the Vikings would trade.
So this is Chargers
This
now.
is a Chargers pick.
Okay.
I got them taking Quinyon Mitchell.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Quinyon Mitchell.
All right.
Cornerback out of Toledo.
Toledo.
I like that. I mean, he's probably the best corner in the class. Fast, athletic, tall. I mean, he's like a younger Sauce a little bit. He can basically do everything. He can play slot. He can play outside.
Mhm.
He can play man. I just think this guy's an athlete.
Yep.
He's just an athlete. And to the Chargers, I mean, they've had injuries in the past with their corners and safeties. They lost, was it J.C. Jackson?
Mhm.
Was that their one safe corner? To stupid reasons. So they got to rebuild that defense. They've been getting cooked defensively. And I don't even think it's I don't think it's players. I think it's coaching. So I don't know how much.
Yeah, I'd say it's a bit of both.
Bit of
but
both. So I don't know how much a difference Quinyon Mitchell is going to make.
yeah. Mhm.
But he's the best corner in the class.
Yep.
Might as well take him at pick 11.
I at pick 11 have the Vikings. Still selecting J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
I think if he doesn't I think he's gonna go to one of those types of teams.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get selected in like the top 5, he's going to the Vikings at 11.
Yeah.
I just have.
We both have the
We both
Vikings.
have him the same reason.
Yeah.
Vikings taking JJ. So yeah. JJ.
JJ.
Pick 12. Dallas or Denver.
Broncos. I got them taking a quarterback
Mm-hmm.
out of Washington.
Out of Washington.
Michael Penix.
MPJ.
MPJ. I like Penix.
Yeah.
I mean, could it be another situation where we just see him throwing the ball deep and getting a little too excited?
Mhm.
Possibly.
Very possible.
But I think this could be a steal for the Broncos, getting him so late. Sorry guys, it's a YouTube video that we got going on the back. I think this could be a steal though.
Yeah.
I like Penix. He's quick. He's athletic. He can run with the ball. He can get it downfield if he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous just because he had such a great team in Washington.
In that
And he had
playoff game.
Yeah, it
Kinda
was a
stunk it
little
up.
sketchy. And I think he had a great O-line, so going into the Broncos with not such a great offensive line
Mm-hmm.
and a tough division with edge rushers
Yep.
might be a little rough for him. Do I think he could fall victim to just another quarterback that got drafted maybe a bit too early? Possibly.
Entirely possible.
But I like it. I
I
think it's a good pick.
have similar reasoning for my pick. I don't have Penix though. At my number 12,
Yep.
out of O-Town,
Yeah.
I got Bo Nix.
Yep. Fair enough.
I think Bo Nix, honestly, very similar to Penix, but I think he's just more like NFL ready type shit.
Yeah.
They're very close. I actually, in my original mock draft, I had Penix.
Yeah.
And then just before I came over here, I was like, switch it up, and I put Bo Nix in. I'm like,
I like that. He's a talented player.
Yeah.
Played in college for a while. Started off a little slow,
Mhm.
and he's picked it up.
yeah.
And Oregon was always consistently a good school when he was a quarterback. So I like that.
And I mean, I think it's pretty apparent that Denver's going to take a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because now their quarterback room's what? It was Zach Wilson, Ben DiNucci, and Jarrett Stidham.
Who?
I think they're drafting a quarterback.
I think they might need a QB.
Maybe. Yeah.
Also, I just want to go back to the trade you said with the Vikings getting Herbert. What could you imagine?
Yeah.
What you're trading away a generational quarterback in Justin Herbert, because I think Justin's gonna be. He just needs good coaching, a good team.
Yeah.
For JJ McCarthy.
Hey, JJ and Jim Harbaugh link back up.
I mean, I guess.
And then Justin Jefferson gets the quarterback he wants. I mean,
it's
not ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous, I guess, but it's a little ridiculous.
It's a little ridiculous. Oh, it's very ridiculous. But also maybe.
Yeah. Next we got the Raiders.
Yep.
I got the Raiders taking Bo Nix for basically the same reasons.
Okay.
I think they need a quarterback. Their starting quarterback for half the season last year was Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, it was kind of funny. His friends were posting about him on social media. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good quarterback. He's not great.
Yeah.
Maybe they rock with him. Maybe they try and see how he can do this season halfway. Mm-hmm. But I think they take Bo just as a safety net.
Yeah.
He's good, like we said, lots of experience. He handles pressure well. Oregon's a big football school, so to be able to play well there is pretty impressive. I mean, that's all I gotta say. I mean, I'm not confident in Bo Nix.
No.
But he's a quarterback.
Nix and Penix, I'm kind of on.
Yeah.
But I think that the Raiders are going to stick with their quarterback situation.
Yeah.
I think they're going to, if they're bad, then they're bad. They're going to tank for a Shador or someone like that, maybe. Yep. I think they stick with what they got and they draft a tackle. I think they take Talius Fuaga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gross.
He's just gross. But is he Samoan? He's got to be with.
I think he's Hawaiian.
Okay.
In the region, yeah.
He's just like a mini Penei Sewell. The guy's gross.
Could be, yeah.
Guy's gross. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can agree with them taking O-line.
Yeah.
They need it. They never had a great O-line, so.
I think they're going to stick with what they got right now, and if they stink, just tank for a Shador or just someone like that.
Maybe make some trades halfway through the season.
Yeah.
We all know the Raiders are going to absolutely stink this season.
They're going to suck either way.
Yeah. You got Devontae Adams. How's that working out for you, Raiders fans?
And they're just wasting his career. Yeah. Anyways, pick 14. Who you got?
The guy you said earlier, the offensive tackle. I'm not even gonna attempt to say his name. The guy you said that the Bears would take.
Olu Fashanu?
Well, Olu Fashanu out of Penn State.
Yeah.
Guy's just huge. He's a demon.
Yeah.
I like the Saints taking him.
Okay.
They're not gonna take a quarterback because they have. I almost said Drew Brees. Derek Carr. They're not going to take him. They just paid Derek Carr a bunch of money.
Yeah. I think similar thing to the Giants. They're just going to stick it out.
Yeah, I mean, they have good receivers. They still have Michael Thomas, right? Is he still under contract?
He's free agent.
He's free agent. Damn. But they have that.
But I mean, he'll probably stay.
Yeah.
They got Olave.
Olave. I love Olave. That's the thing. The Saints are such a weird team. I thought they were going to do way better.
They're they should be a better team.
Yeah. Defense is great. They just added Chase Young, so they don't really need edge. Corners and safeties have always been good. Mm-hmm. They still have Demario Davis?
I think he might. Maybe he might be retired. I can't remember.
But I just think you know what? If you can't think of anybody to pick, just pick an O-lineman. You might as well.
Yeah.
He still does play for the Saints.
He does. Okay. I personally have. I went a little bit. I don't know if this is exactly going to be a great choice for me, anyways.
Yeah.
I think they're going to go and they're going to get another DB to pair up with Marshawn Lattimore. He's getting a little bit older in age.
Yep.
And their corner two, I can't remember who it is. So they're going to get a corner too. And I have Quinion Mitchell.
Okay.
Personally, I don't think he's the best corner in the draft. Like, I
Okay.
think there are a few corners I like a bit more.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he's the highest touted prospect. I think everyone, like
Thinks he's gonna be the
analysts
best.
and like all that, they
Yeah.
all think he's first. So I'm picking him first.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, I got Quinion Mitchell to make pair him up with Marshawn and Tyrann Mathieu.
Gross.
Just shut down.
Yeah.
Shut down defense.
Yeah, I like that pick. 15.
Indy.
I got the Colts taking Malik Neighbors here. Now,
Interesting.
I added him because this is where I had another wide receiver. Now
Okay.
he got bumped way down. So, actually another LSU wide receiver, funny enough.
I was gonna say, I assume I know which guy it is. Yes.
But I got them taking Malik Neighbors here. I know I kind of gapped him originally, but he's a great wide receiver. He
if he falls to 15, pair him up with MPJ.
kind of crazy,
Yeah.
but
But that's where you got him.
yeah. But honestly, I look at these teams before.
Yep.
And not a lot of them need wide
Need
receivers.
receivers,
Other
yeah.
than maybe the Chargers, I could have put Neighbors there.
Yep.
I wouldn't have minded that, but I didn't because I forgot about him.
Yep.
So I got the Colts taking him.
Fair. Yeah.
You pair him up with Michael Pittman Jr. I think it's a good pairing. I mean, Michael Pittman hasn't been doing great.
Yep.
Bring in a new young gun, a little bit of fresh legs, maybe hype him up a little bit.
Yeah.
You got Anthony Richardson. You don't need a quarterback. Your running back room is fine. You got Jonathan Taylor still.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't really had a great couple seasons since his great season.
Mm-hmm. They don't have a backup running back though. What? Nobody's gonna take a running back in the first round.
Let's be honest.
Because Naheem Hines.
Yeah.
Cleveland Brown. You're.
And then I still like. Their O-line's fine. Quentin Nelson, like you're good on O-line.
Yeah.
Defense, I don't think it's gonna make enough of an impact. Again, they've always had a decent defense.
Yeah.
Coaching's always been great there.
Yeah.
I like this pick.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors to the
It's
Colts.
solid. Yeah. I have a corner.
Okay.
Just to bolster their defense a little bit, get them solid.
Yeah.
I have out of Bama. I got Terry and Arnold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, I mean they're solid. There's just guys I like more,
Yeah.
but once again, similar to Quinion Mitchell, people like this guy,
Yeah.
so I'm picking him just because sheep,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
If it were my choice, I'd pick other guys higher, but
I mean, it is your choice technically.
I
but
mean it is, but
you also
I
got.
just
We're
think
guessing.
yeah. So I have Terry and Arnold going to Indianapolis at 15.
Yep. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Who have you got at 16 to the Seahawks?
I got Troy Fatanu.
Fautanu?
Fatanu. I like this.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fair with that. I mean, Seahawks don't really need much. And
No.
they're set on Geno. They got K9. Wide receivers are fine.
Yeah.
Defense, still good.
Maybe they could get someone defensively, but
I did
O-line
see on
kinda
some
stinks.
analysts, I did see edge
Yeah.
quite a bit. But I think the O-line is
All I'm gonna
kind
say
of
is-
in mid.
remember that clip from last year when Gino got rushed by Aaron Donald and went, "Oh damn,
Yeah,
he needs O-line."
he needs help.
And I mean, he helped out Michael Penix being like was he a Heisman contender or was he like a
he
borderline?
was. I think he was a Heisman contender.
He wouldn't have been a Heisman contender had he known how to gross O-line.
Yeah,
That's the best O-lineman
Yep.
there.
yeah,
So boom.
yeah. I totally agree. I
Yeah.
mean, big man he's a guard, right?
Or tackle.
Is he a tackle?
Yeah.
Okay. Still big man.
He really could play anywhere though.
Yeah.
He's like
I mean,
good.
I have him here as an interior line, so maybe I'm just wrong.
he can. Well, I think he can play anywhere other than center. To be
Yeah,
honest, he's
yeah.
like
Most,
he's versatile.
Yeah, most O-line can, depending on height and weight and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But again, Seahawks taking O-lineman.
Yep.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Jaguars, 17. Here is where I have Terry and Arnold going.
Terry and Arnold.
Out of Alabama.
Okay.
I mean, the Jaguars really haven't had a great corner since, like, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. Jalen and Bouye.
Bouye. AJ Bouye. But overall, I like this pick. Again, I kind of agree with you with the fact that maybe this isn't the best corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think there might be better ones available.
Yeah.
But, I mean, corner right now, like, they have kind of just a whole lot of mid. Sorry about that. SD card, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I have the Jaguars taking Terry and Arnold.
Mhm.
I don't know how far back this goes. Jaguars have a bunch of bums.
They need something on
corners.
defense.
Yeah, they haven't had anyone good since Jalen and, like we said, AJ Bouye. I think it's just a good pickup.
Yeah.
Help the defense out a little bit. You got good edge pressure with like Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Their linebackers are good with like Foyesana Luakon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For you say.
I just help out the secondary a bit.
Yeah.
Give your defense a little bit of help.
You did. I was gonna say you did mention Josh Allen, and for my pick, I actually have someone to pair with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he could go higher, honestly, but I think that he dropped because he has had like a little neck injury, so maybe he drops a bit.
Yeah.
But I got out of UCLA, Laiatu Latu.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
He's just so bro.
He's pretty
he
good.
was so good at UCLA.
Yeah.
I remember when I was watching him, like he's just
quick.
yeah,
Strong.
Like I think it's him or Dallas Turner has like the best edge. I just have a Dallas higher because there's been injury concerns with Laiatu.
Yeah.
And I mean, all the other teams don't really need an edge.
Yeah.
So I'm falling to 17th, Jaguars.
Yep.
Bolster that D line.
Yeah. And that edge pressure would be insane.
Him and Josh.
And that. By the way, I know this kid, Latu is gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the name. It's a football name.
Laiatu Latu.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be gross.
Mm-hmm.
18 Bengals. I got them taking Amarius Mims.
Okay.
Good offensive tackle. Bengals have struggled with O-line since they got Joe Burrow. Just fix it. Just get a better O-line.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, now this might change because personally, I don't know about this. Because recently, 2 Bengals players have requested trades.
Mm-hmm.
So this could change.
Maybe they're gonna trade up.
Yeah, they could trade up. They could get Latu or Arnold to replace Trey Hendrickson.
Imagine they just like trade up to like 6.
Yeah.
Trade away, like trade T Higgins and a pick for like, and then they get it like Rome.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Like we don't. I don't really know what they're like. This I made this list yesterday, and then that news got announced.
With like Trey Hendrickson and T Higgins.
Yeah. So maybe they go after a wide receiver or an edge.
Yeah.
But
who knows?
I got them taking an O-lineman just because they need it.
I also do, because he's had like very moderate O-linemen throughout his career. Like he's had some better, some worse, but I have someone that has slipped your mind.
Yeah.
At 18, I got J.C. Latham.
Yeah.
I just think he's gross.
Yeah.
Like he's just him.
He's one of the better tackles in the class for sure. I just completely gapped him. It's funny because I saw him on all the lists.
Yeah.
It was just one of those picks that...
You guys went by and you're like, yeah.
Well, I think I saw his name and I was like, I'll put him later because
Yeah.
I don't think he should go on that team.
Right.
And it was just, it got to later.
And then you just...
I just kept going.
Slipped by.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we both got them taking O-linemen.
They need a tackle.
They might not...
In my notes, I wrote, protect Joe Burrow! Like...
Sorry.
Or Jake Browning. Because they re-signed him for a two-year deal.
It's good. It's a good re-signing.
I mean...
Good backup.
Yeah. Whoever your quarterback is, protect him.
Got Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is where I got the UCLA edge.
Yep.
Latu going.
Yep.
Replacing Aaron Donald. That's not an easy task to ask from anybody. I don't think he's going to come in and make an immediate Aaron Donald type impact.
No.
But you help out your defense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Rams, you're not looking good, to be honest. I got to say.
Their offense is hot. Their defense is not.
Yeah. So you want to get something good. Latu's great. Gross at UCLA.
Yeah.
I think it's just a good pick. Good pick for the team.
I have a similar thought process, but instead of Laiatu, because he's already gone to the Jaguars.
I'm listening, by the way.
Okay. Instead of Laiatu, I have the Rams taking Jared Verse, edge out of Florida State.
Yep.
For a similar reason, just trying to replace, all of their O linemen or D linemen they're missing.
Yep.
And I think he's he's the third best, maybe second best, maybe even first best edge in the draft. I mean,
I think these like the three
Florida State was gross for a reason.
Yeah.
And Jared Verse was one of the big reasons.
He's one of the big reasons. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't really disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jared Verse. Again, football name.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
20 Steelers. I got them taking Graham Barton,
Okay.
offensive tackle out of Duke.
Duke University.
Duke University. Not much to say. I mean,
tackle.
I honestly saw this guy, liked his height, liked his weight.
Yeah.
I
Solid.
mean, Steelers need O-line.
I kind of agree. They do need O-line, but I have them picking because they just traded away Deontay Johnson this offseason.
Yeah.
So I have them taking out of LSU Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just to pair him up with Pickens.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I hope they take someone that's a bust.
Yeah, you're hoping to take the O-lineman.
I hope they just fuck, bro.
Trade the pick away.
Just trade the pick away.
Yeah.
Like,
Steelers are looking scary, possibly.
maybe. I mean, they have two quarterbacks that were kind of mid last
All this
year.
to go 8-9 or 9-8.
Yeah, but I have them picking a receiver just because they just lost their other receiver. So
Yeah. Dolphins. 21. I got them taking Jared Verse.
Jared Verse. Okay.
I think pairing him up with Bradley Chubb, great pickup. Great. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Again, Florida State was great for a reason.
Good edge.
Big reason. I think he fits into this defense well.
Mhm.
Miami's a great defense already.
Yeah.
I don't really see them needing anything else. Their O-line has been amazing. Yes, they gave up a couple big hits on Tua 2 years ago, but they've been great. They got better. Wide receivers set. Quarterback set. Running back set. Nothing on offense really needed. Maybe a tight end, but Brock Bowers is way past gone.
Yeah.
And honestly, I
mean, Smith is solid too. They're a tight end.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I honestly just like this pick. I like Jared Verse. Yeah, he falls to you at 21.
you
Why
take
not take him?
it. You take that.
Yeah.
I have personally, I think their offense is solid, but I think they're going to slightly try and up it a little bit more.
Okay.
I have them taking out of Duke University. I got them taking Graham Barton
Yeah.
to just
Beef up-
solidify that
Beef
O
up-
line.
Yeah. You get a better O-line, those running backs are going to run even more, and they're speedy.
Yeah.
So,
Just protect the Q that almost died
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna take that just to make sure it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's who I got at my 21. 22.
Eagles.
This is
Now,
a very interesting one.
I don't think they're going to take a certain player because I want the Packers
Okay.
to take that certain player.
Yep.
So, I got the Eagles taking Nate Wiggins, cornerback out of Clemson.
Yep.
Shout out Shapunsky. I
Shout out
know you love
Shapunsky.
Nate Wiggins, bro. This
Yeah.
guy was posting about him all the time.
Yeah.
Gross.
He's nice.
He was one of the key reasons Clemson won any games because they overall were kind of in
Stinky.
football.
Yeah.
So I think he's great, tall, athletic, can kind of get picks.
Yeah.
A lot of picks.
Yeah.
Overall, I like him. I like Nate Wiggins. Again, Clemson, they're good at producing prospects.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't produced. Yeah, they're just good at producing prospects. Sorry. Overall, I like Nate Wiggins. They need to replace. The Eagles need better safe corners.
Mm-hmm.
James Bradbury stinks. Maybe an unpopular opinion.
Do they still have Slay?
Yes. That sounded really zesty.
Yeah.
But, I mean, also, it's Nate Wiggins, Clemson.
Yeah.
Sean's team going to the Eagles. Sean's team.
Interesting.
So shouts out. Overall, I think it's a great pick for the Eagles.
It
They
is
need help.
I think it is a solid pick, but I have them taking a replacement. Someone on their team just retired.
Yep.
The goat.
Yeah, the
Travis
center.
Kelsey.
Travis?
Jason Kelsey. Which is why I have them taking out of Oregon, Jackson Powers Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
love JPJ.
Yeah.
Best interior O lineman in the entire draft, in my
Yep.
opinion. And I think he can develop into, clearly the Eagles are solid at making O linemen.
Yeah.
I think he'll be, in his first 2 years, one of the best centers in the league.
Really?
I think they just completely replaced Jason Kelsey perfectly. I think JPJ is just gonna, that tush push, it's not getting any worse.
Yeah.
They're just
Fair enough.
bolstering it.
Chargers at 23.
Oh, you have them trading both of the
Yes.
picks to the Chargers. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't put that in my notes. But Chargers, 23. I think they take Byron Murphy II,
Okay.
defensive lineman out of Texas.
Yep.
They got that pressure from the outside with like Joey Bosa and Khalil.
Yep.
They haven't really had a great interior defensive lineman in a while.
Yeah.
I think Byron kind of completes this D line. He makes it that extra bit better because this Chargers defense is great.
Yeah.
But for some reason they can't figure it out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like
Maybe Jimmy coming in will help that out, but
we don't know.
Yeah.
Overall, I think this is a great pick for the Chargers.
Yeah.
You bring in a solid defensive lineman. I think one of the best. I think he's my only interior defensive lineman on my list.
Same.
So he's the best.
Yeah.
I think in this class, coming out of Texas, great school.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna make an impact.
Since my pick is still with the Vikings.
Yep.
I have them taking Nate Wiggins out of Clem.
Yep. Fair.
Same reasons you have him going to Philly. Gross. He's
Yeah.
just good.
Yeah.
I think he could be the number one corner in my draft.
Yeah.
I like him the most
Yeah.
out of any of out of all the corners. I just have him third going drafted, but yeah, I got Wiggins 23rd to the Vikes.
Fair enough. 24 Cowboys. A little interesting. But I got them taking Tyler Guyton. Offensive what? Guyton, sorry. I thought it was whatever. Offensive tackle out of Oklahoma.
Yep.
Great.
Good OT.
Go to OT. Cowboys kind of need a little bit of help on the offensive line. You kind of saw it with Dak had a lot of pressures.
Didn't they lose Tyron Smith too?
They did lose Tyron Smith.
So
you're replacing him. And you're just helping out overall with Dak, with the running game.
Yeah.
I don't know who they're running. Deuce Vaughn's going to light it up this season.
Deuce Vaughn and someone.
Yeah. So, Cowboys, maybe you guys pick Frank Gore Jr. later on. Could be a schmooze.
I think they might take him.
Yeah.
Or like just one of the running backs.
Yeah. But I like this. You're building your O-line even better. Cowboys have had a historic O-line. That was my chair. I thought it was like a bee.
You were rubbing, yeah.
Sorry. I think Cowboys have had a historic O-line forever.
Yeah.
I think this guy, he adds to it. Tyler Guyton. I think he adds to it overall.
I have a similar pick, or similar reasoning anyways, to replace, all the people they lost.
Yeah.
I have Amarius Mims out of Georgia. He's just fucking nice with it.
Yeah,
like
he's just kind of.
I mean, you had him earlier. I don't remember exactly where. I think to the Bengals.
Yeah.
I just have him falling a bit, and he goes to the boys to replace Tyron Smith.
I like that.
Pretty easy, yeah.
I like that.
I mean, yeah. They take an O-lineman, basically.
Pretty much. You know what time it is.
I know what time it is.
Number 25. The Green Bay Packers.
Which one do they take?
With the 25th overall pick, the Green Bay Packers select Cooper DeJean, cornerback/safety out of Iowa.
DB.
Here's why. Packers need a safety. Everyone knows this. We need a corner or a safety. We need to fill some holes on the defense.
Yep.
We got Xavier McKinney, plays great free safety.
Yep.
Our corners are great. We got Jair, we got Eric Stokes. We re-signed Keyshawn Nixon.
Mm-hmm.
We still got the Valentine. They're good, but there was holes.
Yep.
Right? There was some opportunities where those guys could have made better plays.
Yep.
We lost Darnell Savage in free agency, so we have a hole on the safety end.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper I think is going to fill that hole.
Possibly.
I think we don't throw him at corner because our corner depth is so deep.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I don't really see any issues with our corners.
Mm-hmm.
Jair, amazing. When he plays, he was injured quite a bit last season.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Eric Stokes has been injured, but fast, athletic, great. Dog. Keyshawn Nixon played great for being a slot corner for the first time. I think he just develops into something better. He had, 2 or 3 interceptions last year, and 2 or 3 dropped, so
in the
he's
playoffs, anyways.
Shut up. Overall, I think Cooper fits well with this defense.
Yeah.
Put him at strong safety. You got him and he's a good, secure tackler. He makes those hits. And I think that's something the Packers need overall.
Mhm.
I feel like last season we had a lot of missed tackles and missed opportunities on the defensive end because Darnell wasn't that great at making those secure tackles. Or neither was Simone Biles' husband,
Jonathan.
Jonathan Owens. So overall, I think you fill a spot that we needed filled.
Yeah.
And if Cooper can't, if he just doesn't start playing good at safety,
Yep.
just bump down a corner, move one of the other guys to safety. Just try it out. We have a whole new defensive scheme this season.
Yeah.
Try things out. Mix it up. I think this is a great pick. Packers need a good secure tackler. I think this is it.
I had a similar reasoning.
Yeah.
I was tossed up between two people.
Yeah.
One of which was Cooper, but I decided not to go with Cooper.
Fair.
I'm just gonna be in my head. They're gonna move up someone to safety, and at the slot corner, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid. See that was a toss. It was a toss.
It was between the two of them.
And I think
I think they're gonna move one of the corners up to safety.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I just have them sliding Kool-Aid into the slot because I think
He's perfect.
wherever he goes in the slot corner, he'll be very
He's great.
nice.
He's
yes.
absolutely insane.
So yeah, similar reasoning.
Yep.
I just have taken Kool-Aid.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people have. I think that's the Packers fan base is a toss-up right now between Kool-Aid and Cooper.
Yep.
I like Cooper more, but again, I'm not gonna be super upset with a Kool-Aid pick.
Yeah.
Because I think Cooper might go a little bit earlier. Again,
He could go earlier.
I think the Eagles could take him.
basically just taking whatever is the best looking corner available.
Yeah, and again,
They're
think it's
taking a
Cooper.
corner.
Yeah, I think we take Cooper. I don't think offensive line. Maybe later on in the draft.
Yeah.
Now moving on because that was a little bit of a lengthy one.
Tampa.
I got them taking JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson.
Okay.
Like you said, guy's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Straight out of Oregon. The Tampa Bay's O-line has been kind of eh.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good with like Cody Mock. Love Cody Mock. But their centers right now, Robert Hainsey and Ryan Jensen. Ryan Jensen's cool.
Yeah. You just want to
he's
shift him to
old.
guard or something?
Shift him to guard. He's also old.
Yeah.
Bringing in a younger guy, maybe even JPJ starts on the bench and works his way up.
Yeah.
And a guy like Ryan Jensen could be a great mentor.
Yeah.
And you're just improving this overall team's offensive line. Protect Baker more.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a good team.
Yeah.
I don't think you really need to change much on this Buccaneers offense or defense.
They're a pretty solid team for the most part.
Yeah.
They have a few needs, but
You can't really address those
yeah.
right now, especially with the pick they have. You take an offensive lineman, and JPJ is perfect. He's got that dog in him. Overall, I think this is a great pick for the Tampa Bay Bucs.
Yeah. I mean, that is a solid pick, but I personally have.
Yep.
I have them taking a DB.
Yep.
The DB. I have them taking Coop DeJean
Fair enough.
out of Iowa.
Yep.
I think he just, wherever he plays, corner safety, I think he will just solidify that defense.
Yeah.
You know, they got Antoine Winfield, so maybe he'll go alongside him.
Yeah. And that
Maybe
would be
he'll
a
go-
gross pairing.
Maybe he'll go to a corner. Who knows?
Yep.
I think either Kool-Aid or Cooper. I think they're going back to back.
Okay.
I think
Fair enough.
I think they're going Packers, Tampa. Boom.
Yep. Fair enough. Cardinals again.
Cardinals, yeah.
Number 27. I got them taking Darius Robinson, Missouri edge.
Okay.
There could be a better edge rusher later on that I might talk about, but this guy's high on prospect list. I like him. Good pressure.
Yeah.
Again, Cardinals need that extra oomph on defense.
Yeah.
And with the addition of an offensive threat like Marvin Harrison
Yep.
at 4, add a little bit to your defense. Make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
You're adding Darius Robinson. He was great. A lot of sacks, a lot of pressures.
Yeah.
He's going to help you out overall.
I have them also taking D-line.
Yeah.
But I have them taking Byron Murphy II.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Similar reason. D-line
Yeah.
kind of stinks.
Yeah.
Put a D-lineman in there. Maybe they won't stink.
Maybe they won't.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you never know with these guys.
Yeah.
Later picks. 28. Now this was an interesting one for me because I saw no one else say this
Mm-hmm.
with the Bills' needs because they need a lot right now.
Yes.
I got them taking Kool-Aid.
Interesting. Okay.
They cleared house on the corners and safety.
Yeah,
end.
they just need
They need
something.
something there.
Yeah.
obviously Kool-Aid is better at playing slot than outside corner.
But he still can.
But he still can.
Yeah.
So I think you throw Kool-Aid in here, you up your defense, you get him on a cheap contract, you don't have to pay him for a couple years.
That pairing, him and Rasul.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Rasul's great outside. You put Kool-Aid at the slot. It's perfect. I think it works great. I think, again, after they've cleaned house with their corners and safeties, you bring in fresh legs.
Yeah.
It's a cheap deal. You got him for a couple years. Develop him into something good.
Yeah.
Maybe re-sign him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really see much wrong with it. Maybe they take a wide receiver. Like, I still have Brian Thomas on my board. So maybe they go for that because they don't really have much at wide receiver right now. But I think Kool-Aid's a good pick.
So basically, Kool-Aid in my draft goes to... Your guy goes to Rasul Douglas's current team. My guy goes to Rasul Douglas's former team.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have just a big threat player, fastest player in the league right now. I got the Bills taking Xavier Worthy out of Texas.
Okay.
Josh Allen's arm, he'll be able to get those deep balls.
Yep.
Fastest 40 time ever.
Yep.
So I think, get him in there.
Yep.
Get the easy bombs.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't even have Xavier Worthy in my
top 32.
In my first round. I think he goes later.
He could go in the second round. I just think for the Bills,
it's
with Josh Allen. Basically, yeah. Pairing with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Gross. He's fast as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
Pick
29.
Lions. I got them taking Chop Robinson.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. You pair him up with Aiden Hutch. I mean, it's a deadly duo.
Yeah.
It's a deadly duo.
Yeah.
I like this pick. I mean, Chop is good. Coming out of Penn. Hey, Penn State's gross.
Good team.
Good team. Overall, I mean, not much to say. You pair him up with Aiden Hutch, I think it'll be great.
That'd be gross. Yes.
Yeah, I think overall he's big too. You got two big Russians.
Big. Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. 30. Jordan Morgan.
Yeah.
For the Ravens. I mean, they need O-line.
Yeah.
They lost like Kevin Zeitler.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
And overall, I think it's just a good pick. You need offensive linemen. You need to protect your Hall of Fame quarterback. So
I'm the same. Well, I don't have Jordan Morgan. I have Tyler Guyton in this pick.
Yeah, fair.
Same reasoning.
Yeah.
If you need no tackle, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Draft one.
Yeah. 49ers.
Yep.
A little bit interesting for myself, but I got them taking Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay.
Honestly, the only reason why is because Brandon Ayuk might
Do you
be
think he's
going.
gonna get trading?
I think he's gonna get traded.
Okay.
Either maybe they trade him, 49ers move up, and maybe they take like a Malik Neighbors or a Rome.
Yeah.
But if they don't, I think Brian Thomas Jr. perfectly fine.
Well, I mean, they might just take Brian Thomas Jr. in that pick.
Yeah, I don't think it's an outlandish thing.
No.
I think Debo's getting older.
Yep.
You take a good solid wide receiver. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I personally have them just strengthening their O-line because honestly, outside of like Trent Williams, their offensive line is
kind of eh.
If you take him out of that team, they're a pretty moderate offensive line.
Yeah.
Which is why I have them taking Jordan Morgan out of Arizona.
Yeah.
Just make their O-line better.
Yeah.
Make
your O-line
give
better.
Give protection to your top 10 quarterback in the NFL, Brock Purdy. Anyways.
Finally, Chiefs. Number 32. I got them taking Ladd McConkey. Wide receiver out of Georgia. I don't know, man. They lost.
Give him a receiver.
Yeah, they lost Rashee Rice.
Yep.
Due to some reasons. Overall, why not? Basically, why not?
I also have them taking a receiver. I have them taking out of Texas, Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah. It's funny. You know what's funny? Because I had to move wide receivers around.
Did you have Adonai and you moved him out?
Yeah, I moved him out.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, he's just nice. He might, I have him and Xavier Worthy. They both went to Texas. They're on the same level, in my opinion.
Yep.
But I have Xavier Worthy because of the situation.
Yep. Fair enough.
Imagine Adonai, Mahomes will just make him look like a top 3 receiver in the league just because he does that. But
yep.
So yeah, that's the top 32.
That's our first round.
That's the first round. We're not going into the second round.
No, it's way too much.
Yeah.
How long is this podcast already? We're almost at an hour.
Almost an hour.
So it's gonna be a long one.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna probably about for like 5, maybe 10 minutes. We're gonna talk about some of the players that we want to dive a little bit more deeper into.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Caleb Williams.
Okay.
I'm labeling him bust. Now, before we get all, it's because he paints his
Is he
fingernails.
a Chicago hater?
Am I a Chicago hater? Is it because he paints his nails? No. Well, I am a Chicago hater. No. I think this guy is way too overconfident. I think we've seen this story before. Guy comes in, he's way too cocky about his game. He has a couple of bad games, and there goes his career. Do I think this is Caleb Williams? Potentially not. Do I think he's great? Absolutely. But there's some downsides.
Okay.
He has said countless times that he's going to be the top dog when he walks into the locker room for the first time. You can't go in assuming that. You're the quarterback. Do you have a lot of hype? Yeah. But even LeBron came into Cleveland knowing he had to be the rookie. Even Michael came in knowing he had to be like Michael Jordan had to know you have to be rookie. You got to be humble because you're not going to get respect from your guys.
Yep.
Especially a guy like Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, who are vets in the league, who have worked hard. You're not going to come in and tell them this is what you're going to do because they're going to say no.
We know what we're doing.
And then that you're already going to lose that connection.
True.
Even did you see the clip of Keenan Allen trying to get Caleb's attention? And he kind of, at the combine, or like the pro day, Keenan Allen was decked out in Bears gear. Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen tried to wave with him, and Caleb Williams just walked away. Was it on purpose? Possibly not.
Did he just not see Keenan Allen? Maybe.
Maybe. But still, you got to be aware of those kind of things, right? That's a thing that Keenan, a vet of the league, is going to take personally, possibly. You're already losing that kind of connection. And overall, I don't think, some of the passes Caleb threw in college, I'm just not sure they're going to fly in the NFL game.
Yeah.
They did, watching highlights of his, sidearm throws, they're kind of wobbly. Even when Mahomes or Jordan Love does it, they're bullets, they make it. I just don't know if those balls are going to fly in the NFL.
Right.
I don't know if those are going to be pickable.
See, you do say that, and you have said that before, and I will. The thing is, you say that, but also, you're comparing the number 1 overall pick to Jordan Love, who's in his 3rd year now, Mahomes, who's in his 5th year now. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
They can develop. Jordan Love, when he came into the league, did not look he looked worse than Caleb Williams did.
Yeah.
Mahomes, I would say he looked better.
Yeah.
But Jordan Love, in your example, did not look nearly as good as Caleb did coming out of college.
No, and I agree. I think Caleb's going to be... I'm not saying Caleb's a bad football player. That's not what I'm trying to get at. It's more you have to be humble. And even Pat, when he came into the league, he wasn't throwing. He was sitting in the pocket, reading, and making the easy throw. Yeah. I feel like Caleb is going to try and be a highlight reel.
Yeah.
He's going to try and be a highlight reel too early in his career.
Also, something that we have always said, which the Bears do not have, compared to Mahomes or Love, is that he's going to be starting day 1.
Yeah.
Mahomes had Alex Smith. Love had Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened with Justin Fields. Caleb Williams has nobody.
He has better threats.
Yeah.
But he still doesn't have
any
a
quarterback
O-line
to teach him.
No quarterback to teach him, and he has no offensive lineman.
Yeah.
He's still going to get pressured, and it's a completely different game compared to when Caleb Williams gets pressured in college against guys who might not get drafted.
Right.
Compared to
NFL
when he's going up against Aiden Hutchinson and
possibly
Chop Robinson.
Yeah.
Right? You're going against these guys. It's a completely different game. These guys are faster, stronger. Yeah. Aiden Hutch
and your O-line is worse than it was in college.
And let's be honest, he's the number 1 overall pick. Edge rushers love that.
Yeah.
They want to prove that this guy's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to come at him, and they're going to come at him
Get in his head.
Right? And like you said, get in his head. Throw him off his game.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Caleb might not be able to handle that kind of pressure. You know what I mean? Overall, do I think Caleb's
It's entirely possible.
Do I think Caleb's going to be a good quarterback? Yeah.
He'll be good.
But I don't know if he's going to live up to this hype of Patrick Mahomes to like an elite level quarterback.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think there's a better prospect in this draft. I think
JD.
JD is the better quarterback in this draft. And I have him going at 3? Yeah. Because I think that's just the way the draft is going to go. Caleb's the number 1.
Yep.
And I think Jaden Daniels is going to make a splash in New England. I think he's going to for sure be a guy.
Yeah.
And he's got that mentorship.
It's very possible. New England just kind of sucks, though.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I think he's going to make those kind of plays,
Mm-hmm.
and he's quick. Do I think he's going to be bad? Possibly.
Yeah.
But he has
They all
Jacoby
develop.
Brissett.
They develop.
He has Jacoby Brissett to develop him.
Yep.
Caleb has nobody.
Yep. Caleb, the other quarterbacks there are... Who even are there?
I mean...
There's that rookie last year.
Yeah.
I forget his name, but...
Which, again, no experience.
Yeah.
I just think Caleb he's getting put into a bad situation, and I think he's way too overconfident to be a rookie.
Yeah.
To be a guy who's not even being drafted yet.
Mhm.
And I partly blame the media for that because
He's been the consensus number 1 for the last year.
Yeah, and
he knows
people are putting him over NFL quarterbacks.
Well, I mean, like, what's his name? Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
When he's doing, like, his pyramid or whatever.
Yeah.
He would have, like, Tier 1, Mahomes, whatever, Tier 3, Caleb Williams.
And then Tier 4, Brock Purdy.
Yeah, above people like Brock Purdy, Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson.
I think Caleb's bought into that a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not to diss the Browns, but we've seen quarterbacks come into this league way too overconfident. Baker Mayfield, Johnny Manziel,
Yeah.
even Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
And those guys just never work out because they're too confident. They realize, oh fuck, this is the NFL. I'm gonna get smoked.
Yeah.
They lose the confidence, and then they get in their own head, and then their career derails.
I mean, similar to Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel, they just had, the rookie seasons anyways, shit coaching. Johnny Manziel, I'm forgetting the head coach's name when Manziel was there, but then Baker Mayfield had, like, Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
This guy right here, Caleb Williams, has Matt Eberflus. Absolute bum.
Oh. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and he's been, that's the thing. He had Justin Fields, who also everyone thought was going to be the next, Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
He was great. But, coaching and offensive line, I feel like the Bears still don't have that.
No.
So, again, I'm not preying on Caleb's downfall, but I don't think it's going to be... Again, obviously, I'm a Packers fan. I'm a Bears hater. I'm preying on his downfall. But I want to see him succeed.
You're hoping he does good, but not good enough to beat the Packers.
Yeah. I think he's a cool dude. I like his style. I like his fits.
He's got drip.
But is it going to translate? I don't think so. And a lot of these other guys, I think they're going to be good. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say. I don't know what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a few trades that are going to happen.
Yeah.
Don't know where. I think Cincinnati might trade up. I think Minnesota will definitely trade up.
Yeah.
Don't know where, but I think it'll be a very interesting draft for sure.
I'm excited to watch it tonight.
Yeah.
And this podcast probably is going to come out either tonight of the draft or tomorrow morning. So
It'll be
sorry
like,
for a little
all
late.
of our picks are wrong.
Yeah.
Drake made number 1.
Yeah.
But
So, hey, compare it to the real draft. But that's it.
we'll see.
That's it. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, everybody. This is our longest episode, by the way.
By far.
But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys. Pax,
Browns. Our loyal,
no first round picks.
Yeah. Our loyal viewers.
Yeah.
Bray RT.
Bray RT.
Dustin Poirier.
Carrie and Sean.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you all for watching.
We have been We're Talking.